Hey, good morning. We're out here in the shop, the very messy shop. It's winter, there's crap all over the place. It's a tumbleweed right there. With the Volvo. And this car, I think, was painted in the 1980s. Wasn't done the best. See some of it's coming on here. I kind of like the patina look, but I want this to be a little bit shinier, the paint on here. And there's products you can rub on here to clean them up. And I've kind of taken some polish to it a little bit just to see what happens, but it hasn't come up the best. So I got something here I want to try. The folks at Saker sent me a cordless buffer polisher. It's 12 volt. The battery is charging right now right here. And the charger's back there with the green light. So it's charged. Tiny battery, not that big. The one thing I don't like from the start is that you have to take the battery out to charge it up. It doesn't have a charger built into the unit. That's okay because then I guess you can change out the battery, but seems like there'd be a different way to do that. Although, on all my other cordless stuff, drills, saws, everything else, you've got to take the battery out and put it on a charger. So I guess it makes sense. I guess it kind of seemed odd for this at first, but it's not that odd. So anyway, I'm going to put the battery in, grab some of the polish that I have, and see how this works out. We'll try it out. So looking at our polisher here, the nice thing is it's got the replaceable pads. You can see there's the Velcro in here. It comes off. It's also a sander. It's got variable speed, although I don't know exactly what those speeds are, but it goes from 1 up to 6. On-off switch. It's got a power meter on the side, shows you how much power is left, and it comes with a couple pads. I think this is the little bit more aggressive pad. It's got just a flat one, and then some sanding stuff and some other polishing pads. And then I've got, I've got some small pads. I've got some bigger pads. I've got a bigger, more pro kind of polisher. That one there, I just bought it off eBay. That box is full of all kinds of pads and stuff. But we're going to give out this one a try. And I've got some quick detail just to some light lubricant here. This is a little bit dusty. maybe I'll quick detail it first to get some of the dirt off here. And I'm going to do some medium cut cleaner. See if we can get this paint to come back a little bit. I've also got some polish. I at least want to do the hood and just check that out. So I'll put you on a stand. I'll do some cleaning on here to get the dust off so we're not grinding that into the paint. And we'll see what happens. All right, so we've got a good shake on our polish here. We'll put some on here, and we'll kind of dab it down. Might give it just a little bit of that. I'm not a pro, man. I don't know how to do some of this stuff. Let's see what happens. The polisher feels good. There's little overlapping bits here. North, south, east, west, up, down, left, right, whatever you want to say. And if I remember right, you want to do this till it kind of starts to dry out. If that's there's definitely some paint in there. got a lot of, I put a lot on there. I shouldn't have put too much. It's starting to dry out. This paint is not very good. Whoever painted this car did a terrible job. What do you think? I think the polisher's fine. I think it's the paint. I think I need to get some heavy cut. I've got some stuff I could use. A little bit heavier cut. If you look from back here. I mean, that's shinier. I think it's just the paint sucks. Let's turn this back on. So it's showing orange again. So the battery seems to have recovered a little bit. I don't know how long the battery's going to last. Let me do some more polishing. I won't bore you with all of that. I might try a little heavier grind. See what happens. And I'll bring you back, see what happens. I said see what happens twice. Let's see what happens. I think the polisher is great. I think my paint just sucks. It's definitely smoother. And you can see some reflections, but look at this reflection of the ceiling light. It's just so dull. Look at all these swirls and everything. And that was with a polishing compound I had. So really what I need to do, look at all this, how deep it is. I wonder if I need to sand. I wonder if I just need to take 2000 grit sandpaper and just sand this whole damn thing to get it to kind of polish out. Or if it's a lost cause and I just leave it patina with some patina goo on there or something. Linseed oil is what everyone uses. But you can see, you can see some of those lights there. And if I come over here, it's a lot worse on this side. So it did improve some. So maybe it'll polish out pretty well. I don't know. We'll keep messing with it. But look at all that swirl and everything in there. I need the ammo guys to come in and polish out this car. See what they can do. Because it's nasty. It's just really bad. So what are my thoughts on this thing? Well, I think it's pretty good. It feels really nice. It's got nice features, shows the direction of travel. This gives you an indication roughly of how much battery is left. If I had it on just spinning, it was up in the green not too long ago. Now it's in the orange. And while you're using it, it's in the red. So if you just turn it on, I think it shows you how much battery is left. I'm going to keep using it. I'm going to guesstimate it'll probably last about a half an hour or so. Seems about right. That's pretty good, especially for such a small battery. It's only 2,000 milliamp hours, which when you're heavily using it, is going to last about a half an hour or so, is my guess. We've got some more pads in here and bonnets and buffers and things. We've got, some other pads, and we've got some sandpaper in here to try. And all this stuff is readily available at most auto parts stores. So I think it's pretty good. I haven't broken it yet. This is my second time using it. And I think it works well. Like I said, the battery's a little bit small, and it's good for small jobs. It'll be good for headlights and that kind of thing. It'll be good for small areas of paint, or if I'm just doing a quick buff. This is probably not for doing some deep digging into the paint and really doing some heavy work in there. So overall, I'm pretty pleased with it. And I think if I can get this thing polished up, that's not a bad level, but the paint just really sucks. It's not the tool's fault. It's the paint's fault here. So I think if I can get in there and I'm going to take all the trim off, all the chrome off, take the mirrors off, take the hood ornament off. I'm going to take everything off and try and polish this thing out this winter and get it looking pretty spiffy. I'm also going to take out the windshield, replace the seal. You can see someone has put silicone in here in the past to try and stop some of the leaking. I need to get the trim off very carefully. There was I actually put some silicone on it right here. There's a big hole, and it just poured in the dash one morning when it was raining on the way to work. So we don't want that. But I've got a dash pad and some other stuff. But I really want to kind of keep this original for now. Someday paint, maybe. I'm going to touch up the paint in a couple places, but people really like the way it looks. I like the way it looks. This is, like I said, this was probably restored in the 1980s sometime. At least some work done on it, but it seems most of it's pretty original. Just the paint was redone. Haven't really found any Bondo. Could use some, but I haven't found any. And just want to get it looking pretty nice. So that's the Volvo paint, which is terrible. That's the Saker cordless 12-volt polisher sander, which actually I really like. And I'm going to keep using it. And I'll see if I can get this hood kind of polished up. Thanks a lot. Thanks for joining me today. I'll try and do some more videos as spring starts to progress here pretty soon. We'll do some drives and see some more stuff. Thanks a lot. Subscribe. Give me a thumbs up. Whatever. And we'll talk to you later.